Cool. Awesome. Hey, guys. I'm Adrian. I am the director of the sketch team here at Lit. As Nancy said, this is our best of show. So you're going to see some sketches that we've done in some of our previous shows. We've also got a couple of new ones that we're throwing in here as well, just because the team was really clicking and I wanted to get some new stuff up on in front of you guys. So I want to thank you guys for coming out. I'm just going to introduce our team real fast, although if you're here, I assume you know someone on the team. But Brian's going to be doing some of our tech stuff. And our cast is Libby, Laura, Melissa, Maria, Bill, Scott, Len, and Ryan. So I know it means a lot to me that you guys are all here, and I'm sure it means a lot to the cast. So it's really awesome. Having said that, we're going to get this started with our first sketch of the evening, Sourdough Starter.
Hey, how's your sourdough starter going?
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
What? Why?
I said I don't want to talk about it.
But your best friend gave it to you. All you had to do was feed it for a week.
I know. Don't lecture me about my starter.
Well, have you been feeding it?
Get off my back!
It takes 2 seconds. Why don't you just go do it now?
Why don't you feed the starter since you love it so much?
What?
Well, you clearly know better, so you do it.
I can't do your work for you.
It's pretty clear to me that making sourdough starter is just too much. You take over.
We're literally FaceTiming. I'm not in the same location as you.
I didn't ask for this responsibility.
What responsibility?
This sourdough.
You literally asked Louie for it.
I'm not even setting out to defund large commercial bakeries like Pepperidge Farm. They can sell their own bread wherever and whenever they want.
I mean, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, this is too much for me. I just don't want to do it anymore.
You just have to put a cup of flour in the starter.
There's too much it requires. I have to give it that quarter cup every like 12 hours.
Yeah, you just have to pay attention and do an action like twice a day.
Stop berating me. It's a lot. That's a ton of effort.
You literally want the bread, though. You can't have the bread without some work.
Honestly, this work makes me uncomfortable. I'm fine with the way the supermarket bread is made. Really.
The supermarket bread is exploiting huge parts of our culture, though. We should really be thinking about how we approach supermarkets totally differently.
Okay, stop challenging the way I live and think. Maybe I'm fine with shitty bread.
Let's calm down here. We already see a lot of success with local farmers markets.
Okay, that's too expensive. Besides, even making the starter is too much work for one person.
Some starters are already dead because the bread fad is over, but sourdough should really be a staple in our culture.
I'm done making bread. There are too many other things happening right now.
I mean, I agree with you, but you literally just have to feed the starter so it doesn't die.
I don't want to do any more action. This is too much.
I'm trying to understand why you keep saying this is too much, but mentally I just can't comprehend.
Okay, everyone keeps talking about these bakers and all these different methods of making bread, and honestly, it's just really insulting.
How is that insulting to you?
Because apparently I can't make bread.
Every baker says that you can make bread if you just follow the steps. Don't believe every bland baking video you see from an influencer.
Those influencers have some good points. I don't mind white bread. All bread matters.
We were literally just talking about sourdough right now, though. And only in the beginning stages of making it.
You're micromanaging me.
What? Are we still talking about bread?
You're always telling me what to do, micromanaging everything. Have your own things. Back off mine.
All I did was ask how your starter was going. I'm not here to fight you.
Have your own sourdough starter if you care so much about it and not about my own mental well-being.
I have a feeling that this isn't about the starter.
I just want to feel like I'm helping and creating, and I can't even handle a freaking sourdough starter.
You're being asked to do the least effort possible by just following the actions laid out by the successful bakers.
Can't I just post about my sourdough and go?
No, not until you've made the bread.
What do you mean it's not enough until I've made the bread?
You need to listen to the bakers. The bakers need us to help make this bread and keep this starter alive. One post isn't just going to bake the bread. Do you understand that now?
Yeah, I can't solve systemic racism on my own. I'm just one person.
Yeah, no shit. We were talking metaphors here, though. Can you just go feed the starter? I haven't been able to buy like literal bread in weeks.
Maybe, but you still need to get off my back.
Not a chance. I love bread.
And blackout. All right, awesome. We are going to move on to our second sketch of the evening, and it is called COVID Check.
Good evening, Aunt. Good evening, Ann Anderson. My name is Cecil Smith. Thank you for accepting my call. Hello? Ann Anderson, are you there? Ann Anderson, excuse me. Is there something wrong with my call?
It's Andy Anderson. Sure thing. What can I help you with?
I work with the U.S. Council of Economic Advisors. We're calling Americans to see how they're spending their CARE Act stimulus checks to make our economy great again.
Oh.
You did receive a stimulus check, right? My records are showing...
Yeah, I received a check.
$1,200?
Yeah, that's right.
And how have you chosen to stimulate our economy? Did you invest it? Are you starting a small business? We Americans are so ingenious with our...
I paid my rent.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, what else did you expect me to do?
Our records indicate that you work at...
No, they laid me off. Hey, by any chance, you think you'll be sending out more of those checks? I'd still really like to have an apartment next month.
Right. Well, we were really thinking that the check would last most Americans like 10 weeks.
You do realize that the median rent in America for 2 bedrooms is $1,343?
Right, yeah. That's true.
So real quick, while I have you here, why did you put in that loophole that gives the rich 1.7 million in stimulus while the rest of us get 1,000? I read that 82% of the benefits of this CARES Act goes to millionaires.
That's really more of a tax thing. Maybe it'll help your employer to hire you back?
I really don't think that's happening, Cecil. I really don't.
Well, I have noted your concerns. Thank you for your time. Good evening, Vernon Donahue. My name is Cecil Smith. Thank you for accepting my call.
Sure thing. What can I do you for?
Well, I work with the U.S. Council of Economic Advisors. We're calling Americans to see how they're spending their CARE Act stimulus checks to make our economy great again.
Why, yes, you're the ones who sent me those $1,200.
Why, yes, we are. Just wanted to know how you intended to spend that money.
Oh, I'm putting it toward a big old boat.
You're buying a boat with it? That's great. What sort of boat did you get?
I'm not buying a boat. No, don't. That'd be foolish. No one would ride around in a boat with me with all that disease abound. No, I'm going to buy a boat in 12 to 18 months.
But with all due respect, we were rather hoping that the stimulus money would be used to stimulate the economy in the near term, like now, so that there still is an economy in 12 to 18 months.
I mean, if you wanted to spend it now, you could have just bought a boat from...
Well, yes, but, well, I see your point.
Come to think of it, that check has Mr. Trump's signature on it, doesn't it? By my reckoning, that makes it worth much more than $1,200. I'd be better to frame it.
Please, sir, just buy your boat. Have a good day. Good evening, Alex Archer. My name is Cecil Smith. Thank you for accepting my call.
Oh, it's you.
Well, I work with the U.S. Council of Economic Advisors. We're calling Americans...
Yes, I know who you are and what you do. You want to make the economy great again.
Okay, that's right. I'm sensing some hostility here. I just want to know, what did you do with your check?
Well, you're not going to like it. I did spend it all in one place, though.
That's okay.
Yeah, I donated all of it to Bernie Sanders.
You realize Bernie isn't even in the race anymore, right? He couldn't even win in the first place.
Oh, really? I mean, people seem to like this current round of wealth redistribution with these checks. Plus, maybe there could be a surprise at the convention, like you don't know.
Well, that... Okay, look, obviously I don't agree, but at least Bernie is definitely going to spend the money and stimulate something. Congratulations.
Hello, Moto.
Good evening, Buster Fry. My name is Cecil Smith. Thank you for accepting my call. Buster Fry, it seems you're muted.
Oh, thank you. Well, howdy. I hope you're having a great day, sir.
Well, I work with the U.S. Council of Economic Advisors. We're calling Americans to see how they're spending their CARE Act stimulus checks to make our economy great again.
Well, thank you. You know, that money is going to do me a great deal of good.
That's really good to hear. What did you do with it?
Oh, I buried it out back.
Did I hear that right? You buried your check?
Oh, don't be silly, mister. I cashed the check and then I buried the money. Oh, and don't tell anyone this, but I drew a map to its location just in case anything happens to me.
With all due respect, how is that going to help the economy?
Well, you see, I can't exactly put it in a bank, can I? Who knows what the bank's going to do with it, or if there'll even be banks in a few months. So I can't do that. Can't hardly spend the money on anything right now with everything closed. And this way, no one's going to steal the money.
Unless they find your map, right?
Hey now. Don't go telling anyone about that map, okay?
Sure.
Say it. Am I going to have to drive down to D.C.?
No, please, stay home.
Then say it.
Oh, I won't tell anyone about the map to your buried treasure.
Thank you. Now, I hope you have the most pleasant day.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm starting to miss the Bernie person. At least that money's going somewhere.
And blackout. All right, moving along. Our third sketch of the evening is, the title of it is a mouthful, but it's very funny. It's called Roger Deakins' Cinematic Colonoscopy.
Mr. Deakins, I'm so glad we were able to schedule this virtual follow-up appointment. So the best way to explain your colonoscopy results is to visually walk you through them with the video from the scope. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see the video.
I understand, and I suppose I'm as ready as I'll ever be to see this.
Okay, so here we have the first coming up.
Oh, excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt, but I just can't look at this.
Hey, I know it's kind of gross if you're not used to it. It's not every day you see the inside of your colon. But there are some serious implications here. So try to separate the visuals from any scatological queasiness.
No, that's the problem. All I see are the visuals, and they're absolutely rubbish.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Most of your shots are completely out of focus, poorly lit, and appear to be framed by an orangutan.
So your problem is the lighting?
My problem is the cinematography of my colonoscopy.
Listen, I know you're acclaimed cinematographer Roger Deakins.
Acclaimed? I believe you're understating my 5 BAFTAs, 2 Oscars, and title of Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire bestowed by the palace for my services to film.
Right. So do I need to call you Sir Roger Deakins or something?
No, I'm afraid a knighthood has eluded me thus far.
Okay, I'm sorry, but can we please just try to focus?
I would love to see you focus.
So here we're coming to one of the first abnormalities.
Wait, why is it so jittery? What kind of a dolly system did you use?
Dolly system. Use a colonoscope.
You didn't even lay down a dolly track in my colon?
No. No doctor would do that.
Well, all I'm saying is no wonder this looks like some handheld Blair Witch nonsense.
Mr. Deakins, look, we really need to talk about these.
Wait, what are those?
These are large polyps.
They're magnificent.
Well, they're abnormalities that need to be removed.
Removed? You want to remove the only good thing in these shots?
They might be precancerous.
I'd rather my colon hurt than that my eyes bleed. My polyps are what finally ground this scene, giving us some much-needed bearings as we travel through time and space.
I don't think you're grasping what I'm saying. Look at this next one.
Did it just jump ahead?
Yes, your colonoscopy took over an hour. These are the important parts.
Oh, everyone in film knows a single continuous shot, like the one I achieved in 1917, is the new gold standard. So I really don't think I can show these to my contemporaries.
Why would you show your colleagues your colon?
Not like this, no. I'm afraid I see no other way but to get back in there for reshoots.
Yes, exactly. And removing these polyps requires a specialized gastroenterologist.
No, I think you and I both know that I should be at the helm this time.
Mr. Deakins!
Yes, Mr. Deakins now, but I surely will arise Sir Roger Deakins if I can pull off the most beautiful colonoscopy the world has ever seen in one glorious continuous shot.
I would lose my license.
You can't lose your license for witnessing true majesty in your field.
Will you just let us remove the polyps
If I
afterwards?
can pull off this shot, yes.
With a sedative?
Ah, Pash, I'll do this myself. I have my own scope here and I'm ready to shoot.
You have your own scope?
A true artist is ready to shoot any scene at a moment's notice.
Oh my God. It's beautiful. And in one continuous shot.
The Queen!
Your Majesty, how did you even get into this private video equipment? You can't be here. This is a HIPAA violation.
This colonoscopy is hogwash.
But I did it in one shot.
After that 1917 crap, I thought you quit polishing turds. No knighthood for you.
And blackout. Before we move on, I just want to remind people about the chat over here on the side. Please do put any moments you find funny, and also our cast members are going to be in there kind of giving a little bit of insight and just joking around as well. So there's kind of a fun interactive feature, which is pretty cool, which is something that we wouldn't have gotten if this had been live. So there's one benefit to doing all this stuff virtually. So yeah, just like I said, just check out the chat. We are moving on to our next sketch, and it is virtual CAA.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Can you guys see me? Okay. Hi. As the leader of today's virtual meeting, I'd like to start off by saying, hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a former child actor.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
I want to focus today's meeting on step number 9, how we dealt with making our amends. I'll go first with my relationship with my manager, mother. It all started when I was about 4 years old, and I was discovered at an open casting call that my mom took me to.
I know the feeling.
A few years down the road, I had a hit show on the Unnamed Mouse Network, a big movie, 3 successful albums. All the success was great and all, but I was only 16. I had no idea what to do with all that pressure.
At least you still got your money. I had to go to court to get mine from my parents. I literally had to divorce them. I think my case is in some law textbooks now. And raising yourself as a rich 13-year-old is not easy. You can only order delivery pizza so much before they think you want a little more from the box.
Shh. We're supposed to let her finish, and let's just not bring up court, okay? 2008 was a dark time.
Yeah, Gabby, Luke, we've all had our run-ins in front of a judge. I mean, Luke, it is insane that you had to testify to a jury that your parents were using your checks to fund their own addictions. But we have to focus on the step at hand. The issue, again, is my manager, my mother, or momager. She's not taking me seriously as an adult. All I want to do is create. She didn't take my one-act play very well.
You seriously think what we did was acting and not a long-form commercial for American values?
I mean, I did the most American thing ever. Leave, go to Europe, develop a drinking problem, and call it Finding Myself.
Oh, Sarah, substance abuse is a real issue within our community. I don't think we should be making light of it, especially as we're trying to be adults.
Sarah, you shouldn't take your mother's criticism so harshly if you really see yourself as an adult.
Also, I am a true creator, Luke. I wrote several of the songs in my album and even my own deposition to put my former male manager in jail. I mean, a testimony to my own life.
Sarah, please stop comparing your almost scandal to my parents stealing $10 million from me. I mean, we could try being actual adults. We're all in our 30s now. Shouldn't we just get a dog and make an Instagram for it or something?
I'm sorry about bringing my success professionally and personally up. It must be seriously hard for you guys to see this level of normalcy. I am a full adult. Mouseman said so.
Wait, were you left alone in real life too, Luke?
I guess I just wrapped up. Would you like to go next, Luke?
Sure. Hi, I'm Luke. I'm a former child actor.
Hi, Luke.
Moving past my whole parental issues, things have actually been looking up for me lately. My engagement got featured on the front page of People, and I have a publicist again.
You bitch.
I'm sure no one can accept I don't look like I did at 10, and they always get weird when I talk about my intimate...
No. We are not talking about your weird as fuck sex life. Sorry, I can't do that today. It's too much. I was sold to an Arab prince or something, and we don't even talk about what I did there. But technically I am still his property.
Gabby, I have so many questions, and most of which revolve around habits we can't discuss. I don't know why it's so difficult for everyone to accept me as a sexual being. I'm 31, for crying out loud. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Everyone started viewing me as a sexual being at 13. Even my management just decided to brand me that way. It was just okay, I guess I have to be a stripper now? Is my Oscar coming, J-Lo, or is this some weird long campaign? Or is my nose just getting permanently damaged from VIP room favors?
I am so sorry your drug habit has hurt your career. Branding hurt all of us.
Seems the bottle mainly hurt you. Or, wait, was it the 5th DUI that really did you in?
Okay, that's a little far. We've all had our own faulty coping systems.
Yeah, we've all had our faulty braking systems.
Yeah, we're really getting off topic here, by the way. This is supposed to be about a safe space where we can all heal.
She wasn't able to stop, even in front of Oprah.
Wait, what? You got in front of Oprah? And didn't even get some good press out of it?
Listen, it's been a blurry few decades.
That's insane! I would kill for Oprah to see as an adult with some form of addiction issue.
Who said anything about addiction? I am just recovering from my latest LASIK, or maybe I just came back from a Corona party. I honestly, sorry, I just don't know.
And somehow you're the one with the MTV show right now. Also, didn't you just go viral on Twitter saying this whole pandemic is a hoax?
One, my MTV show is accumulation of hard work and the man who owns me. Two, I stand by everything I say on Twitter until I'm sober again for Oprah. But IDK, if that's worth it anytime soon. The Prince has another Corona-themed yacht extravaganza coming up.
Oh my god, I'm calling a professional. Even I can't act like one right now.
Blackout. All right, moving on. Our next sketch is called Welcome to Heaven.
Wow. So this is heaven. Can't believe I'm here. This is exciting.
Welcome, Bob. Call me Ray. I hope your passing was peaceful. It's so nice to see you in such good spirit. Some of our newly deceased go through some post-parting depression.
Wow. Is this heaven? Why am I in a video chat?
We felt using a video chat would make it easier for you to transition to the afterlife. Think of this as the ultimate cloud.
So, are you an angel?
No, I'm a soul like you. I volunteered to be your mentor, to show you the ropes for the first couple of centuries. Heaven actually takes some getting used to after a lifetime of, living.
Great. Thanks. What now?
Well, why don't we get to know each other a little bit?
Swell. Would you like to see my bucket list? I got it right.
Yeah. Why don't you hold on to that for a while?
I'm really very funny. Would you like to hear a joke? Did you hear about the one about the constipated mathematician who?
Yes.
Okay, sure. How about the one about the?
Yes.
But I didn't even tell you the joke.
This seems like a good time for your first lesson about heaven. You have to understand that eternity is a very, very, very long time. Anything that can get old has gotten old a long, long, long time ago. You'll come to understand that in time, I'm sure.
Oh, I see.
In fact, unless you've just made up the joke yourself, you can be sure we've all heard it countless times. Recent residents like myself still appreciate an original joke, but don't try it on the ancients. Apparently, all jokes are variations of 57 prototypes. The ancients have heard them all so many times they won't crack a smile.
Okay. Well, what about sports? I'm a Patriots fan. What about you?
I should mention that I lived 300 years ago. That's actually pretty recent around here. They usually have newcomers like me mentor the newly deceased, since we still remember our lifehoods pretty well. Anyway, I don't know which patriots you're talking about or what kingdoms they're defending. Where I lived, we used to enjoy betting on public execution.
Betting? How do you bet on execution? Don't they just...
Well, for instance, you might bet on whose head will roll the furthest. I was pretty good at it.
Okay. Well, I bet you're interested in religion around here, right? I'm Presbyterian. What about you?
Yeah, right. About that. Management stops by our neck of the woods from time to time. I'm sure that'll answer all the questions you have and some questions you didn't have. Obviously, management can't be everywhere at the same time.
Wait, so God shows up?
Well, you might say that. You makes an appearance from time to time. It's hard to predict.
You? Me? What?
Yes, you. That's management's pronoun.
Okay, I see. I guess. Oh well. What do you do? What do you do for fun around here?
Well, mostly we just enjoy ourselves by laughing at the living. We're kind of like parents watching their children and wondering, was I like that when I was young? It's hard to believe. But after a few centuries, that gets old, and we mostly just entertain ourselves by listening to harp music, sipping ambrosia, or doing community service like me.
Oh, I see.
And when souls become ancient, they just float around and seem like they're in some deep state of meditation or something. Actually, I'm not sure what they're doing. They seem like they're dead, if you know what I mean.
Hey, you know what? I'm starving. What do you get to eat around here?
Well, those are really phantom pangs, very common in newcomers.
Phantom pangs?
Yes, you know how a living person after losing an arm or a leg may feel phantom pains in the lost limb? Well, you've just lost your whole body, so you can expect to feel some of the same sensations your body felt. It'll pass in time.
Sure, but what can I do to, stop the hunger?
Well, we don't eat because we don't need to, but we do taste, only we taste different foods from living folk. Uh, so, yeah, why don't you try one of those hard candies you got over there?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, that'll work. That helps a little. So, can I ask, do you folks have, do you folks have sex, at least?
Well, that's kind of like food. We may be anatomically correct, but we aren't physical, so we can't get physical like we once did. But we do have our equivalents of sex. Virgins like yourself take a while getting used to it.
Hey, now, I'm no virgin. No, that's not me.
Actually, we should say that you're not yet a virgin. You're still in your post-life infancy. In a century or two, you'll reach post-life puberty. Then we can talk about whether you're a virgin or not.
Ah, this sounds like hell.
Well, actually, you can find out if you're right about that. We offer guided tours of hell, or the Inferno as we call it. The Dante Circle line has a tour of, I think, the seventh circle of hell this afternoon. If you'd like, I could sign you up for it.
You know what? If it's all the same to you, I think I'll just roam around limbo for a while, or you know what? I'll find a house to haunt on Earth.
Uh, uh, Bob, you can't just turn off your camera and pretend you're not here. This is the afterlife, not your weekly staff meeting.
I knew going to that Memorial Day pool party was a mistake.
Blackout. All right, awesome. Moving on, our next sketch is called Virtual DC Statehood.
Okay, DC, are you ready for your surprise?
It's going to be so great.
Ooh, I'm so excited. Thank you, Virginia and Maryland. I'm glad we've been able to Google Hangout together, though I do miss seeing you guys all the time.
Don't worry, DC. We'll keep funding the Metro when things go back to normal.
Okay, here we go. Happy
Happy
statehood,
statehood,
DC.
Wait, what's this?
Well, we've all the states have done some talking. I know it's been a while, but we decided to make you a state as an early birthday gift. You'll be turning what? Just 220 on July 16th, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you finish getting the bill together, New York?
New York?
Oh, he just texted me.
Hey, you talking to me? You talking to me? Yeah, I got the bill all printed up right here.
Hey, DC, that's your official statehood bill right there.
Yeah, we got all that John Hancock's signed right on it.
Oh, It says New Columbia, like in that state constitution I made back in 1982. You remembered. Hey, I guess you and me are both NC now, North Carolina.
Yeah, I guess we better get going on flags with 51 stars.
Did South Carolina show up to this thing? Did we invite South Carolina?
Actually, about that, North Carolina, will you marry me?
Is this actually happening? Yes, 1,000 times, yes.
Oh, together we will be Carolina.
Carolina.
Oh, what a great day. Thank you all so much.
You know, DC, everyone used to say you were too small to be a state, but I think I'm the one that finally got them to see it the other way. I mean, you've got more people than me.
Well, thanks, Vermont.
Yeah, you tell them.
Hey, it's me, Puerto Rico. I'm just passing through. I'm so happy you're a state, DC. I hope I get to be one soon. While I'm here, could I just grab a water bottle?
Hey, we're working on it. We'll ship it real soon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gosh, I'm so excited to finally be a state. I finally get to talk in the Senate and the House, and you know, I've got some big ideas, like just you wait.
Do you think it's time?
Oh, but she's so happy.
What are you talking about?
April.
April Fools!
Wait, what?
We just made today the new April Fool's Day to make up for the weak one we had back in April. Didn't you get the memo?
Sorry
No.
about this.
No, I didn't get the memo. I'm not a state. I don't see all of your memos.
Sorry about this, DC, but it's not happening. If you read the fine print here, you see it's all baloney.
Seriously? Like, I've been trying to be a state for so long. Why not? I mean, come on, Vermont, you know, tell them.
Hey, I've got 9,600 more square miles than you, bitch. Yeah, feel that burn.
Oh, well, you know, under some proposals, bits of Maryland and Virginia could be part of me.
No, that's not happening.
Also, could you get rid of those no taxation without representation license plates? They're kind of tricky.
Hey, DC, I know it's not the best time right now, but would you mind paying your taxes now? I know the deadline got extended to July 15th, but sooner would be better.
Blackout. Poor DC. Just isn't working out. Moving on, our next sketch is called Online Learning.
Hello, Mrs. Gonzalez. How are you? How's River doing? I miss seeing her every day.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't even have my glasses. So just, one second. Okay. Hi. Yeah, let me get my cameras on. Apologies. It's a little bit hectic over here. Yeah, River's good. Restless, but good. Okay, I can see you now. Hi.
No, that's great to hear. Yeah, it's been a difficult time, but I'm here to help you get through it. Let me just pull up your email here.
Oh, no. You don't have to do that. No, don't worry
So
about
your email to me reads, and I quote, help, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. SOS, please send assistance and bottles of wine immediately. You know, I don't know if I can make it. And P.S. you lied, my child is not a joy to teach.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you know, first, no, you're not alone. Everyone is feeling this way. I don't have kids, but I'm a, hashtag pet mom. You know, it's been extremely difficult to get work done with my dogs constantly wanting snacks and barking to go on walks. So, I get it. But let's talk you through the online system to get you set up so River can get learning.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, right. So the first step is to log on to Google Classrooms, where we post all the recommended assignments for the week. So I emailed you a link to that in mid-March.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Yes, Google Classrooms.
Right.
Boom. I know where that is. Simple enough. Let's go.
Perfect. So then you must go and log into Clever for the activities that supplement the assignment from Google Classrooms. So to log on, you will need the QR code that we sent at the beginning of the year in the school handbook. Otherwise, you can't access it. But I'm sure you have it, correct?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Shit. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll just have a look through the school packet. Yeah, sure. Let me just it's getting a little hot.
I have no doubt in your parenting abilities and organization. You, Mrs. Gonzalez, you are a super mom.
Okay, so Google Classrooms and Clever. Got it. Boom. Sounds doable. Go.
Oh, no. Okay, so having those two platforms, great and all. But I mean, only having two options? I mean, that would most certainly be depriving our children of a more robust curriculum, and we cannot have that.
Oh my God, you've got to be shitting.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No. Right. Totally. I mean, the kids need more. Yes, bring it on.
Okay, so as I mentioned, while we post the assignments for the week on Google Classrooms and additional work on Clever, the real meaty stuff can be accessed on Seesaw, which, I know you are already familiar with. I mean, River should be doing it from additional homework even before school shut down.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
However, I'll just go through it here with you step by step, even though you should know this already.
Go ahead.
After all, you guys pay me the big bucks. Yeah. Okay. In Seesaw, students watch videos and submit their work directly to the platform. So every Monday, I include the schedule for our Zoom calls, meetings for the week. Links to those meetings will be sent about 10 minutes before they start to ACPS Blackboard. I mean, we can't email them for security purposes, hackers and all.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure people are dying to get into those meetings.
So, given your private school demands from a public school system, you will need to sign up for access to the school county Blackboard and then be approved. Very easy. All right, so all you do is you create a new username in the student's name. Now, not your name, otherwise it will reject it, and a password. And the password must be at least 16 characters long, include 5 uppercase letters, 4 numbers, 3 symbols. But the symbols cannot be one right after the other. They need to be spaced out at least 3 characters and 2 numbers apart. Now, once you enter your email, it'll generate like a small quiz to make sure you are not a robot. You know the ones. Make sure you get it right on the very first try, though. Otherwise, it will lock you up for like 3 weeks to the day, and you will have to start all over again, and River will fall behind on her work and quite possibly have to do first grade all over again. All because her mother could not log on to the school platforms.
Oh my God, we can't have that happen. No.
Okay, so after all that is done, you will get a text with your QR code to log on to access the ACPS Blackboard, which overrides your username and password, just to simplify things and ensure River has access to the work to make home learning fun. Look, it looks like we just had a lot of update from the county on the ACPS Blackboard. It seems as if schools won't reopen until January 2021.
And blackout. Yeah, that truly is every parent's worst nightmare. We are going to continue along. Our next sketch is called Better Cheese for Times Like These.
Okay, so for the national spot, here's what's ready to go, and is a natural continuation of last year's Better Cheese campaign.
We think we're gonna love this. Oh, and will we be recutting most of the existing footage, of course?
Some cheese isn't great cheese. It's inferior cheese product. At Sargento, every single cheese is amazing cheese because we make 100% authentic natural-based cheese. So when you use Sargento cheese in your food, you know it will be better, much better. Sargento cheese. Taste the difference of better cheese.
Yep. Uh-huh. I know.
So, what are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know how else to say this, but it feels completely tone deaf.
What do you mean?
I mean, in times like these, with what we're all going through, we just can't put out an ad that makes it seem like better cheese is the only thing that's going on in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
We have an opportunity to really tap into the moment and let cheese be something that people can count on in relation to the leadership vacuum in the country right now.
100% agree. We thought you might say something like this, so we've already come up with this option.
Good cheese. We're here for you. Now more than ever. Because in a socially distant world, amazing cheese is what brings us together. Supporting the brave workers of America, because we'll get through this. And when this is all over, we'll still be with you. Sargento cheese. Better cheese for times like these.
Okay, well that's much closer, but let us discuss. Yeah. Okay, it's still missing something.
I mean, we can incorporate a shit ton more flags.
No, that's not it. We were just discussing Clorox.
And?
Well, their sales have gone through the roof as soon as Trump suggested ingesting disinfectants as a cure.
You're not asking us to say better cheese is a cure for COVID-19, are you?
No, but what if we just suggest it?
I really don't think we can walk this line.
Bruce, I think I got this.
Really?
Yeah, just hit the music. Better cheese. Not only does it bring us together in uncertain times, but it also prepares us for whatever lies ahead. By making us stronger, more resilient, from cows pumped full of antibiotics to give you herd immunity. By disinfecting the virus of hunger that lurks inside. By flattening the curve with incubation constipation. Sargento cheese, the cure for what ails us.
And?
We're going to be fucking rich. But okay, as you know, we are a Wisconsin company despite our name sounding like we're in Italy or whatever. And this ad just won't play well there with most people in Wisconsin thinking this virus is a total Hillary hoax. And more importantly, they really care about right now is Aaron Rodgers' successor being drafted. which could set up a period of intense turmoil in the locker room. It's really fraught times for these folks.
So?
So we also need something we can play locally.
Emma?
The best cheese. We know it's not in your body, but on your head. Because you're a Packers cheesehead. But at Sargento Cheese, we have the second best cheese for times like these. Not only does it bring us together and it completely cures any rumored little Chinese flu, it helps us focus on what's important. A smooth transition at the quarterback position. Because every purchase of Sargento cheese comes with a limited edition cheese mouth mask, where the holes in our cheese help you breathe. And be vocal in your support for another 28 years of future Hall of Fame gunslingers. Sargento cheese. Better cheese for better QBs.
Dad! Are you trying to say something?
My legacy is complete. Thank you.
Is he dead?
Yes, but don't worry. You still got the account.
Blackout. Awesome. Special shout out to Brian for coming up with those amazing visuals. Truly things I will be thinking about for the rest of my life. Moving on, our next sketch is called The Single Man. Oh, okay. So the network wants us to resume filming as soon as possible. So we need a new phase for next season's The Single Man. He's got to meet so many qualifications, and we're doing this over video conferences, so this is going to be difficult.
I agree. We've been through thousands of eligible single men and haven't seen near the level of charisma it requires to date 28 women at the same time. I'm hopeful about this next batch, though.
All right, let's just get on with the process.
Ooh, I think you mean Journey.
Yeah, let's bring up Henry.
Hi, I'm Henry.
Okay, Henry, what makes you qualified to be the face of The Single Man?
Well, I am an astronaut.
Ooh, I think we can work with this. Think of all the puns.
For example?
1, look at his starry eyes. 2, I can't wait for our love to launch. 3, look at him rocket. 4, Houston, we have contact.
Whoa, okay, well, that one's just inappropriate.
I like that one.
5, how could I not gravitate towards him? 6, it's a full moon and I'm in full swoon. 7, I don't need space. 8, I'm just so glad to be here. I mean, I could go on. He's perfect.
Maybe. I don't know. All those puns, though, won't give him a personality. Let's see our other options. And plus, a dog can do his job. Thanks, Henry. We've got all we need.
Sweet.
Let's bring up Matt.
Hey, I'm Matt.
Okay, Matt. What makes you qualified to be the face of The Single Man?
Well, I'm an accountant.
Oh no, this is tough. I mean, there are so many good options.
Like?
Okay. 1, he can account on me. 2, we add up. 3, I actuary really like him. 4, I don't care what Ashley did. I won't budge it. 5, Sydney is in the red. 6, he goes from his love of finance to a fiance. 7, look at those assets. 8, you gotta give him credit. And 9, he has such a high present value.
No one will get that joke.
Yeah, I don't get any of these.
10, what a good return on investment. 11, look at them bond. I mean, once again, I could go on. He's a strong option.
No, wait a minute. His job can be done by an Excel spreadsheet. We have another candidate. Let's give him a chance.
Cool.
Thanks, Matt. We've got all we need.
Cool.
Great. Let's bring in Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Okay, Dave. What makes you qualified to be the face of the single man?
Well, I am a stand-up comic.
Yep, I got nothing.
Ugh.
Blackout. All right, awesome. Moving along, our next sketch is called Piano Bar Audition.
Hey, thanks for coming and agreeing to this audition online. Your resume is impressive, and we really want to have a big reopening once the restrictions are lifted. Not many of our applicants have your credentials and experience.
Oh, thank you. I'm very excited about this opportunity.
Your resume said you've toured.
Yeah, it was very rewarding, but I really miss being home. And to be honest, no one really knows when a musician can tour again, so I'm looking for something sort of more stable.
Hey, it really helps that you can play a couple of different instruments. Often during sets, we break away from the dueling piano format and have 2 or 3 additional pieces.
Oh, nice.
Hey, I'm sure you'd like to play something, and we would really like to hear your talents, but the sound quality in this video chat isn't the best. Would you mind singing something to show that your vocal style will mesh with our talent?
Sure. Any requests?
Your choice. Go for it.
Okay. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Hey, stop. Sorry. I was hoping to hear something that an audience member would request.
What do you mean?
Something more adult. Something that our audience in DC would request.
Okay. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark.
Stop. That's not what I meant.
But we're in DC, and you asked for something your audience would request. Everyone loves Baby Shark. It brought us the World Series. You know people are going to want to relive the good times when everything reopens.
Yeah, everybody wants to relive the good times, but everyone who comes here requests Piano Man. And they want variety. Jump has some great piano work. Also, they may request something by Taylor Swift.
But this is what I know.
Huh?
I'm a children's musician.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've been performing children's music for the last 10 years.
By your resume, it says you toured. Also, you performed at the DC Bike Ride.
I toured with the Wiggles for a year after Greg Page's heart attack. I was the Green Wiggle, and I was featured in the children's chorale at the DC Bike Ride.
What's a wiggle?
Don't worry about it. Anyone with kids will know who they are. And I've played the mayor's son's 5th birthday. What a great show.
You really play 5 instruments?
Yeah, I mean, I play a piano and a mean kazoo, and Fisher Price makes a great xylophone and maracas. And, you know, in a pinch, I can hammer it out on the tambourine.
Hey, what about your time at the World Cafe?
Yeah, Play Story and Music Saturdays. I'm a regular.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not sure about this.
Come on, I'm an artist, and I've performed all over the world. The Wiggles sell out arenas, and I can get the audience singing along with me.
Fine. Have you ever played for an audience that isn't in preschool?
Yeah, I played Levi Schwartz's bar mitzvah.
Blackout. All right. Our next sketch is Naked and Afraid, at home edition.
Welcome to Naked and Afraid. It's a great theme song. We put great work into that. Welcome to Naked and Afraid. As you may be aware, we are currently in the middle of the COVID-19 crisis here at Discovery. Here at Discovery, we want to keep bringing you the content you love. This season on Naked and Afraid, we would like to present Naked and Afraid at Home Edition. Fortunately, our two brave contestants who signed on to live for a month in the wilderness of the Outback, naked and afraid, and with only one chosen tool each, have decided to take on this new challenge. Instead of trying to survive the climate, predators, and hunger, they will instead have to survive 1 month at home and tackle new challenges, such as loneliness, isolation, and an intense lack of understanding. TikTok. They will have to work together to make it through, but this time virtually. If at any point they feel they are not capable of meeting this challenge, they can tap out and fail this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But now, let's meet our contestants, who are just now meeting each other for the very first time.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kimberly. I'm naked, but I'm not afraid. I've been a wilderness guide for 15 years. I have fought off bears, and I've done it all without one bit of fear or struggle.
Wonderful. Glad to have you, Kimberly.
Hi there, Kimberly. I'm Rick. I spent 10 years in the Special Forces serving this country. Nothing scares me.
Perfect. I will leave the two of you to it. Remember, all you have to do is survive for 1 month.
This'll be easy.
Agreed. What tool did you decide to bring?
My hunting knife.
I chose this pot.
Well, now I suppose we just have to wait for a month. You know what we're supposed to do?
No idea, besides be naked. This is ridiculous. I'm not even afraid. What else is to be afraid of in my house? I live in my studio apartment. I can see everything all at once.
I mean, have you seen the latest figures for the pandemic? More dead than the Vietnam War. I can handle it, though. I have this suburban house and all my kids home from college. They didn't have that in the jungles of Vietnam.
This virus isn't as tough as me. If I get it, I'll fight it off, just like I fought off all those bears.
Yeah, bears don't stay 6 feet away.
Yeah, I suppose neither do the people at the grocery store. Let's see. We have shelter, so I suppose we need to find some food. Do you want to do Instacart?
I suppose that's a safe choice. But what if the virus gets on the bags?
Oh, you're so right. Better to sanitize them and leave them outside for a while.
How long? Do we even know how long?
I don't know how long. Maybe a day, maybe 2.
What if we go hungry? I can't go more than 2 days without food. Once in the Sahara, I had to go 12 hours, and I haven't been the same since.
Don't panic. We can do this. We're up for this challenge. We just need to work together. Can you scavenge anything?
I guess I could eat these leftovers, but I've already eaten them for the past 7 meals. I think they're starting to go bad. Other than that, I have this knife. Can I borrow your pot? Oh no, you're over there. I guess I could set some traps in the backyard. But I live in suburbia, and what would the neighbors think?
Okay. Let me see. If Chipotle delivers. Oh no. A news alert just popped up. They just announced that there might be a second wave about to hit Houston.
Oh, good thing we don't live in Houston.
I live in Houston.
Oh God, if you die, I die. I can't survive out here on my own. I don't have a pot. I've just finished my last jigsaw puzzle. I'm trying to foster a dog, but they're all been adopted. Disney Plus is nowhere near as satisfying as I need. Just don't tap out.
I might have to tap out. I'm just too afraid. I have literally slapped a bear in the face, and this is too much. I need to go outside. I need to get a haircut. I can't do this. I just can't do this. The only good part of this is being naked.
No, I'll tap out. You stay in. Keep being naked. Fight your fears. I believe in you.
Let's tap out together. There's no prize money for doing this for a month. It's just a sense of accomplishment and pride. Fuck that.
Oh my goodness, are you both tapping out? I think this might be a first for Naked and Afraid. 4 minutes. You realize that once you tap out, the only thing that you gain is your clothing. The situation outside is still the same. You still can't go outside.
So we just have to be afraid.
God damn it. Fine, I'll take it.
Blackout. All right, our next sketch is called White Latino Census.
Kata, since you're the perfect fluent Spanish-speaking daughter in the family, how do you say quarantine in Spanish?
Cuarentena.
What's that?
Cuarentena. That's how you say it in Spanish.
Oh, right. You know, I was just practicing my Spanish with mommy by text, and I wanted to show her how I know new words.
Oh, okay. Great choice of new words.
You know, whatever. Let's talk about something else, like anything else.
Okay, fine. Have you started looking for a job?
Oh, nope. Topic of my unemployment is off limits too. Try again.
Wow. Okay. I don't know how you live in denial about everything. I mean, I'm the one who pays rent here. Did you at least fill out the census?
The what?
The census, once every 10 years.
Yeah, that thing, no.
Oh, look! This video is calling us right now to fill it out! What? You can't sign us up and do this now. Come on.
Hello there, girls.
Are you on the-
Hello. Can you hear me?
Natalia, are you on the call? All right. Yes.
Can you confirm your name and address for me?
Hi. Yes, we can hear you. And it's Maria Catalina del Valle, 300 Westman Drive, Alexandria, Virginia, 22305.
All right. Is there anyone else who lives in your household?
Yeah, me.
Okay.
Yeah, her.
Yes. So, what is your name and relationship to Miss Davaya?
She mooches off me.
I'm her sister.
Alrighty. What is your ethnicity? Are you Hispanic, Latino, or Spanish origin?
Yes.
For sure.
And what country do you or your family originate from?
I mean, take a guess. It's the country Gustavo Fring is from.
I don't know who that is.
Are you sure? I mean, you look like you idolize Walter White.
Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. Chile.
Okie dokie. And what is your race?
We just told you that we were Chilean.
I'm sorry, but Chilean is not a race. Neither is Hispanic or Latino.
Okay.
What? I mean, we are Chilean from South America.
That's not what he asked. How many times have we gone over this? What race are we? I mean, I put white, but what you gonna answer here, huh? I mean, mommy's white. Our abuelos are Germans who immigrated to Chile in the 40s. She was born and raised in Chile, but she's white. So...
I don't need your family history. I just need to know which box to check.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah,
What?
I mean, you're right. I mean, Abuela Monica is white too. Her family is German and Irish, and Tata's like, I mean, he's just Chilean, right? Which means Spanish and native.
Ladies, I just need an answer here. What race are you?
That's the thing. Okay? We're sisters and we look nothing alike. It's because we're so mixed. I mean, hello. Ebony and Ivory.
Well, clearly I got less of that white DNA than you did. I mean, to think that I'm the only U.S. born citizen here and I'm the darkest. I mean, funny how that works out.
Oh, no, we don't need to know about your citizenship status. Just your race, please, so we can move on.
Oh, God.
So when did you get your citizenship again?
Hello? Hi. Is my mic on? Can you hear me? We don't ask that question at the Census Bureau.
What does my citizenship have to do with anything? This dude doesn't need to know that.
Oh, good. You can hear me. That's right. No need to answer that, please. Legally, I cannot ask you that question. I could get fired. These calls are being recorded. But I do need to know what race to put down.
I mean, when did you become a citizen? I mean, you are a citizen, right, Kata? I mean, Mommy and Papi got theirs like 15 years ago, and they sent you the money at college to do yours.
Again, we don't ask about your legal status. If you could just tell me what race you are so we can continue and I can get back to my cats.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, yes, they did send me the money, but I didn't do the papers. Okay, I have my green card. I'm legal. Okay, I just, yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay, so you just took the money?
Okay, please don't hash out family drama in the middle of completing the census.
Look, I went on spring break to Cancun, okay? I figured I'd get my citizenship later, and just it got more expensive over the years, and I didn't do it.
Wow. You know, I have dreamed of the day that your perfect daughter cover was blown, but I mean, you not being a U.S. citizen, I mean, this is some crazy shit.
No, can't say that. I can't hear that. I need this job. Oh, geez, please stop talking. I'm going to mute you now.
I mean, you said pictures holding like a tiny American flag.
Okay, hi. I've unmuted you. I'm back to finish this, even though I'm more than fired now. What should I put as your race?
Look what you did.
Oh, you know, I've got it. Other race, white, but like with a tan.
And blackout. Guys, real important note, do fill out your census when it comes because it's majorly important. Moving on, our next sketch is called Apollo 10.
Welcome. We at the Laugh Index Theater understand that many find their professional lives to be, well, frustrating. Many wonder, why don't I have a cooler job? I wanted to be an astronaut as a kid. Why am I not an astronaut? All I do is sit around checking email all day and they're giving me the aliens. I understand that this is a feeling that many have. Tonight, we present to you a scene taken word for word from the Apollo 10 mission log that makes me, at least, feel better. This 1969 mission was a rehearsal for the famous Apollo 11 moon landing and had 3 crew members. Commander Thomas P. Stafford.
Reporting for duty.
Command Module Pilot John W. Young.
Pleased to be here, ma'am.
Fun fact, the command module had the call sign Charlie Brown. And the lunar module pilot Eugene A. Cernan.
All systems ready to go for reenactment.
Fun fact, the lunar module had the call sign Snoopy. Remember, this is all taken straight from the NASA transcript of the mission. Let the scene commence.
Yes, Tom. I don't know. I'm not averse to getting. Once you get out of lunar orbit, you can do a lot of things. You can power down. You can do a lot of things. And another fuel cell, we're gonna be sucking a hind tit, and that's what's happening.
Who did it?
Who did what?
What?
Who did it?
Where did that come from?
Give me a napkin, quick. There's a turd floating through the air.
We noticed there's now poop floating through the command module.
I didn't do it. It's not one of mine.
I don't think it's one of mine.
The astronauts spring into action, trying to gather up the floating turd.
Mine was a little more sticky than that. Throw that away.
God almighty.
The floating turd hits Young and floats away.
What do you see?
Nothing. That's enough for me.
Yes.
Oh, nice going there.
No more turds are going to fit in here.
What do you see? Is that thing full?
No, hell, there's nothing in there.
Waste compartment.
It goes all the way down to the...
Cernan and Stafford are able to use a NASA astronaut bag to catch the floating poop.
Hell, when I got in there, I had to stick my head in there, and he put in a bag, didn't he? You guys have been trying to stick it through there with your fingers.
Now, wasn't that wonderful? Apollo 10 was a successful mission, but they never found out whose turd it was. I posed this question. Whose poop was it? Commander Stafford? Young? Cernan? Stafford smelt it first. Was he who dealt it? Oh, come on. We all know better. They all said it wasn't theirs. Don't you believe these American heroes? It had to be the aliens.
Blackout. Guys, that is a true story. I cannot stress that enough. That is a true story. Moving on, our next sketch is called Vroom.
Good afternoon. We'd like some feedback from potential users on our new online meeting platform, Vroom, the VR conference room. To get different perspectives, we've picked someone from management.
Hello.
And 2 employees.
Hey.
Hi.
You're using the system now so you can get a first-hand feeling for it. After our pitch, you'll have the opportunity to test out the system yourselves. Here's the pitch. Are you tired of attending online meetings with Zoom, Google Meet, etc. during the quarantine? Tired of seeing your colleagues' faces in detached frames looking at no one in particular, like I am now? Tired of dressing in business clothes from the waist up? Well, we have the solution. Vroom, the virtual office meeting that operates like a first-person shooter game. But instead of shooting bullets or death rays, you'll be projecting your gaze and your speech at your colleagues. Won't that be fun?
Cool.
Not bad.
Our goal is to make the virtual meeting room look and feel as much like a real-life meeting as possible. Each participant sees the meeting from the perspective of his or her avatar sitting at the virtual conference table with his or her colleagues. Instead of appearing in a detached frame, your face will be merged live onto your avatar. Outfit your avatar with the virtual wardrobe of your choice from our wide selection of stylish or nerdy men's and women's clothing and accessories. And you can pick from a set of realistic conference rooms or customize your own room. So instead of looking like this, your meeting will look like this.
Great. I can stay in my underwear then.
No, you can't.
Right? I mean, look, don't I look cool and goth?
Use the joystick to select the people you're looking at or talking to. Also, you can zoom in or out to include as many of your colleagues as you want when looking or speaking. Wonder why they call it Zoom when it doesn't let you, zoom. You can even exchange scuttlebutt with your neighbor in total privacy.
Hey, let's check it out.
Yeah, right?
Hey, what are you 2 talking about?
To give you relief from social distancing, Vroom lets you virtually shake hands, high five, slap backs, or even give hugs.
Hey, bring it into me. Boop, boop.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on there. I'll have to consult HR about the policy on virtual hugs.
Walk your avatar over to the front of the room to give dazzling PowerPoint presentations you've written. Or walk your avatar right out of the room when you need a break or as an expression of disgust. You'll feel just as engaged with your team's meetings as you did before the quarantine. We bet you won't want to go back to in-person meetings once the quarantine is lifted. Now, here's our lead researcher, Taylor, to give you a peek at the future versions of Vroom that's under development.
Thanks, Pat. Looking ahead, our research team is developing a new thought-controlled user interface that will allow you to perform all of Vroom's functions without manual controls and without even talking with our new mind-reading technology. In fact, you won't even need to be on camera. Once the system has taken several photographs of you, Vroom will use your thoughts to arrange your facial features appropriately throughout the meeting. Won't that come in handy when you've got zits, no makeup, or that hungover look? And managers will like the fact that employees' facial expressions can't be faked. No more looking interested when their minds are off in space.
Great.
Hey, wait.
Managers will also like Vroom's scoring feature that uses an AI algorithm to evaluate each employee's performance in the meeting.
Dynamite.
Yeah, right. High five, boss.
Hey, you broke my avatar's arm.
Oh, how about a hug? Oh.
No, you're squashing him. I mean me.
You know, I thought we could reprogram this thing to shoot something more powerful than words.
You killed him. I'm going to talk to your manager about this.
All right, shut it down now.
Next time, maybe we shouldn't compare it to a first-person shooter game?
You think that'll make any difference?
Blackout. All right, our next sketch is called Frightened Correct.
Welcome, kids, to the Frightened Correct program. Our visit to the prison has been canceled due to the pandemic, but today we're going to hear from 2 long-term inmates about their poor choices via web conference. Hopefully you'll learn from them and make better choices in life.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you see me?
yes, we can see and hear you.
Good. They don't give us these computer things very much in here.
Everything's fine. Just tell the kids your story.
You don't want to end up in here. It's not a good place to be. I have seen things. I have done things.
This is not the playground, kids. Listen up. This is real life. This will be your life if you keep down this path.
Yeah, find the right path and take it. Unlike us, we are making our amends to society. We have a lot to make up for.
What did you do, anyway?
Oh, we don't need to go into the details about what they've done.
No, it's fine. I've made my mistakes.
Okay, so we're just gonna dive into the details. Great.
You see, when I was 16, I had the devil's herb. I regret it every day of my life.
Wait, what?
I had reefer. Wacky tobacco.
Yeah, hold up. What?
Jazz cigarettes.
You mean weed? You're in here for weed? How is that a crime?
It shouldn't be, but it is. And I did it. I smoked grass. My friend handed it to me at a party when we got busted. I've had 30 years to think back on that moment, and I regret it every day of my life.
Wait, so what about you? Did you also just, like, smoke weed?
It was a dark night. We were walking down this alley. Thought we would take a shortcut. Little do we know the cops were waiting for us. I had a gun, but my friend Mickey had something much more dangerous.
Oh shit, this will be good.
That's right. Mary Jane. They were waiting for us. It wasn't even mine, but I was close to it, so I have to serve my time. I regret that decision every day of my life.
What the fuck? We have one dude who smoked weed once. One dude didn't even smoke, but it was just near it. I thought you said there would be criminals here.
Stop that. Now focus. Listen to the inmates. The 90s were a very, very different time.
Don't make my same mistakes. Save yourself from this life.
Ganja's no joke. It can destroy everything.
Yeah, but like, I mean, she smokes weed. I've seen her do it.
That's prescription. It's for my anxiety.
Oh my god, I smoked before logging on. Hi.
I mean, I have weed right over there. I mean, when the IT guy was letting me into the chat room, he just gave me a wink and did this.
Calm down, Julian, and I'll be stopping by your house to pick that up.
Yeah, of course you want that, Miss Lifton.
Yeah, for your anxiety.
Okay, this situation is getting stressful. Where's my weed?
Mrs. Lifton, no! What are you doing?
I need this to calm down.
Don't do something illegal. Didn't you learn from our mistakes?
Oh, weed is pretty much legal everywhere now. Worst case is a misdemeanor.
Wait, what? What happened?
Blackout. All right, guys, our final sketch of the evening. You've been a great audience, by the way. I just want to let you all know that. But our final sketch of the evening is next, and it is called Ferris Bueller's Day In.
Adler,
Here.
Anderson,
Here.
Bueller, 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 Bueller.
Here.
My, it's very bright in your room, Bueller.
American history is remarkable. Please continue.
Now that's the kind of attitude I've been waiting for. Let's dive right in. In 1930, the House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the Great Depression, passed what? Anyone? Anyone?
It's clear why you're the teacher and we're the students. We learn a lot from you.
Wow, maybe I'm finally getting through to you. They passed the tariff bill, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act.
They bought it. Incredible. One of the worst performances of my career, and they never doubted it for a second. How could I possibly be able to handle school on a day like today?
Ferris, are you hungry?
Mom, I'm in the middle of class. You can't just FaceTime bomb my lessons like this.
Well, I'm sorry.
I trust you to understand the importance of my final months of class. And now that you're working from home in the quarantine, you should also know that entering my room under any circumstances would be an unforgivable violation of that trust.
I'm so sorry, honey. I promise I will not interrupt you again.
Cameron, babe, I'm taking the day off. Now get dressed and come on over.
I can't, stupid. I'm sick.
That's all in your head. This virus is a total hoax. Now come on over and pick me up. If anyone needs a day off, it's Cameron. He can't be wound up this tight before he goes to college. His roommate will kill him. Unless there's no campus this fall.
I'm dying.
You're not dying. You just can't think of anything good to do.
Well, what exactly were you imagining that we'd do?
What won't we do? We'll catch a foul ball at Wrigley. We'll look over the edge of the observation deck of the Willis Tower. We'll weirdly pose with the crowds at the Art Institute.
We can't do any of those things. You know, the COVID-19 crowd restrictions?
pardon my French, but Cameron is so tight that if you stuck a lump of COVID up his ass, in 2 weeks you'd have a diamond. But I swore I heard something about crowds out in public now.
Fairs, do you mean the Black Lives Matter protests?
What's that?
Are you joking? You know, the massive protests fighting against systemic forces of racism in the wake of the George Floyd murder and the fascist response to the armed forces and the government?
It's not that I condone fascism or any ism for that matter. Isms, in my opinion, are no good. A person should not believe in any ism. He should believe in himself.
I don't think that's quite the point.
Like, I have a test I'm skipping today on European socialism. I mean, what's the point? I'm not European. I don't plan on being European. So who gives a crap if they're socialists? They could be fascist anarchists. It still doesn't change the fact that I don't own a car.
Wow, you really are a self-centered monster.
Cameron watched one documentary and now he thinks he's woke. How about we join the protests, but then I jump on a parade float and sing a Beatles song cover of an Isley Brothers song, all to the adoration of many Black people, a bunch of whom come and join, dancing down some steps in a clearly choreographed routine despite the impromptu nature of it.
Wow, you're living in a very troubling, rich white boy fantasy, aren't you? Aren't you, Bueller?
Blackout. Guys, that's our show. Thanks so much for coming out and watching. You guys were a great audience. I want to refer you to the chat. In there, both I and the Lit Comedy account have posted the link for the Laughers Choice Award. So if you liked our show and you want to vote us as the best of the festival, which we clearly were, I mean, we were the closing act, please click on that link and vote for us. Guys, you've been great. This has been a lot of fun. Again, I want to give kudos to our whole team. Brian doing the tech stuff, and then performing, we had Libby, Laura, Melissa, Maria, Billy, Scott, Len, and Ryan. It was a lot of fun working on this, getting this show ready for you guys, and yeah, it was great.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Close the video. You know what I mean.